Hey, I got my microphone working. Good day, gentlemen. You guys in the Discord, you might want to mute me in Discord, right? Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be a little, yeah, something like that. One of the two. Or mute me on both. Oh, man. Anyway, welcome to the TYP live trading extravaganza. Hoi! Arigato gozaimasu. Grazie for tuning in. Mm. Super? Super! Oh, super. Super. Ah, hey, Harshul-san, I tried at the Anno. I tried. Yeah, I didn't get filled. No. Mm, yeah. It is a good thing that you guys are not all on YouTube right now. Let me just tell you. Hey! Jasper! Jasper Parnevik! Hey! Oh! Jess? No. Harshul, you can't ask me about it now. Arang kang 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 karadang kang karada. Yeah, da da da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. La 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 la. Yeah. What? Jess, I love you. I think I love you. Hey! Oh! Hey! Mm, mm, mhm, mm, 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 mm. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Oh, Harshul, I just did this for you, brother. Thank you. Jeez. Mm. You know what? You know what, Harshul? You're 100% right, brother. You're 100% right. Yeah. Mm. Yep. Yep. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Yeah, you're right. Especially with that speech I gave you this morning. You're totally right. But now it's that moment where all I can think about is being selfish. Oh, okay. Hmm. There's actually open ice at 10. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby. Bobissimo. Oh, Bobby-san. I love your cheating, Bobby-san. Mm. Thank you, Zigzag. Zigzag, you are the best ever. Mm. Mm-hmm. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Hey, yo. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, yo. Can we get some music in the Discord, please? Yeah, man. Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, babe, by the dip. And then it rips. What's happening? Oh, no. Oh, thank you. Oh, Britney Spears? Are you serious? Guys, in the Discord, I asked somebody whose name is Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes, and he started playing Britney Spears. We have this music bot in here, and he is playing Britney. Ooh, baby, baby, is sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Ooh, baby, baby, think I'm in love. My baby, baby. Yeah. But I'm not that innocent. Ba- ra-ta-ta. Yeah. Mm. I know. Ah, above, I'm not innocent. Ah, 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 mm, mm. Mm. And maybe, baby, enough, but I'm that innocent. Got in love, ah, got lost in the game. Love, but that innocent. Ooh, baby. Mm. The Rock? No. You serious? Hmm. Give it to me, Bobby. Give it. Mm. Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? Yeah, probably. Mm. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Mm. I'm not that innocent. I think I'm in love. Sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Look at how they rotate the stops here. Right around the orange or white line. Yeah? Yep. Chicken dinner. Hmm. Sorry for missing all these comments. I've been super focused here. Super mega ultra focused. Hmm. Hmm. You can be profitable on some days in 1 month. Hmm. 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 Mm. Yes, John Doe. They are a higher time frame bar. So what you have here is these are 1 minute, right? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. 5 minute bar. A 5 minute bar. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2. Can't count. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5 equals 30 minutes. Ooh, so this is a 30-minute bar with its open wick. That's a blue or a green 30-minute bar with its wicks. That's what that last 30-minute bar looks like. So you're getting all your time frames overlaid. Ooh, fancy. Yeah. So it's all very nice. Yeah. Anyway, good question, John Doe. I get that little pun, John Doe. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. Oh, baby, baby. Hey, thanks, John Doe. It hurts. You know, John Doe, if you're not doing Sierra right, it's not hurting your brain. Yeah, Jess. I mean, zigzag. Candlestick. What the fuck? Zigzag? Jess? Oh my gosh. I. Is this Inception right now? Zigzag? Holy shit. I thought the guy underneath you was you. But it's like a Matrushka doll. It's a person and a person and a person. What the hell's going on here? Jeez. But yeah, that's the running joke with Sierra chart, right? If you're not in pain, you aren't doing it right. uh. Wait, who's who? Exactly. Not even I know anymore, brother. Huh? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Pizza. Nom nom. John Doe, why don't they make pizza out of sourdough that is like fermented for 3 days so it's healthier for us? Dang it. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be more digested by, you know, by all the little microorganisms. I think so. Yeah, Mel, maybe in Germany or something. Trade table. The Germans do that. It tastes like shit. Oh, oops. Oh, 80, 84, 84F. I'll tell you. If it's a right facing, here, let me show you. Like this, it's a oh, here. Oh, I'll give you the keys. That equals long, okay? Right? Yeah? Okay. This facing this way equals short, okay? If these are turned the opposite way, it's a get out or a cover. Okay? That's it. But it should be pink. Okay? And then this way, right? Oops. Yeah, it's terrible. I hate it. The music is terrible right now, just so you guys know. It's like super terrible. Oops. If you just do skip first in Fredboat, it'll skip it to the next one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I'm getting a headache from this. Anyway, if this is light like that, light blue guys, on then it's an exit. See that? Exit. Exit, right? Pink, an exit. Entry. Entry. Entry, right? Yeah. Hmm. Ah. So right now, what I'm hoping for is a little line that goes to here, right? Yeah. So like that. Oh, little blue line. I exited, right? So this would be the prototypical. You go long, very wide stop, at least wider than this, and then get out at break even trade. So you went long, the market went all the way against you. As soon as it comes back to break even, you're like getting out because you sat there and sweat the whole time, right? Like an absolute moron, right? Right. So what you saw right here is precisely what you shouldn't do, right? Right. You should be waiting for, oh, I don't know, like something like this. Here, oops, let me get eyeballs up here. Something like, okay, here's your entry. Your stop is here, right? And you're going, well, if I'm here, maybe my R factor should be exiting here or here or here. And now your stop is this wide, but your take profit is way up here. And that way, if you're only right 50 to 60% of the time, should be much higher than that, you're still a winning trader. Ooh, right? Important stuff. Yeah? Which means you have to get into a trade and be patient for the market to move into your direction. Not, oh, it got to break even, and now I want out. Or being like these guys, we won't mention names, they get into a trade, their stop is down here, the market goes, wait. Then they take their stop and move it way down here. Meanwhile, their take profit is right here, right? So their R factor is really skewed, right? Because their break even is here. If they lose, it's a massive loss. If they win, it's a small win. Well, you got to be right a whole lot more on this kind of trade. Right? You got to be right like 90% of the time or more. Stupid. So in other words, get in your position, don't get out and move your stop to break even, which would have gotten stopped. Markets oscillate. Wait for it to go up, dummy. Yeah? Right? Very stupid. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, Senor Noob, man. So painful to watch people trade like that. It actually that trade right here physically hurts me to see people do it. They say, "Oh, big loss, get out, bare just above break even," because I'm such a little pansy, right? Right. How did you like that one, Harshwa? Nice and quick, huh? Yeah. That was an easy one. Luckily, unfortunately, I only got in one. So there's no scale there. Hey, bam. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bamolino. I know you're hearing this all for the first time, Bam. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Let me heart that. Oh, yeah. 100%. Oh, yeah. Dean with the man. Hearts for Dean right there. Oh, baby. Dean, you are the man. Can I put pin message? Yep. Thank you, Dean. Your message is now pinned. I appreciate it. Guidance for the rest of my trading career. Can't get stopped out if you don't use stop. Oh, man. Caution. 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 What are the transparent boxes that track the price on your chart? This is the 30-minute. That's its wick. That's another 30-minute. That's a wick. That's a wick. Within each 30-minute is a 5-minute, a 5-minute, a 5-minute. That's its body. That's its wick. That's its body. That's its body. That's its wick. Body, body, tiny wick. Ooh! Why would that be important? Why would it be important? If you're a candlestick trader, do you think... Here, let's turn all this crap off. Do you think that the opens of the 30-minute time frame matter? I think so. What about 5-minute? Well, what about 1 minute, which is on the chart? $84.84 says my laptop would blow up trying to use such a study. It's actually really simple, guys. Really simple. It uses very, 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 very low consumption of resources. It's from Sawtooth Trades, and just go build it. It's easy. He's got instructions on his website. Sawtooth Trades. Yeah, just overlay that little reference chart. He tells you all how to do it. It's awesome. I'm so sorry to hear that, Bam. Mm-hmm. Ah. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, sorry. There we go. How can you guys copy trade if you don't know what I'm doing? Jeez. Oh, apologies. Yeah, it's cool, Marcelo. John Doe, man, I'll be honest. I have a fair number of emails, and I'm really bad at getting back to them. That's the truth. But that's the way to go. And the reason is because I have to know if you're a cool guy, and I can't know if you're a cool guy unless I talk to you. And I can't talk to you unless I take time. And I can't take time if I'm busy trading. And so I'm usually busy trading. So it just takes time, man. So there you go, Johnny Doe. Dodo. Yeah, it's a cool study. Anyway. A little bit higher, Bob, actually. John Doe. You can buy me like a slice anytime, home skillet. Home slice. um, Bobby, because VWAP is there on the video, you would expect it to get crushed into settle. Yeah. Yep. VZG. Hey, VZG is below at 140.90 on the video. But you gotta get stops first. There's the only way that comes into play is you gotta crush stops first. Yeah? Okay. Cool. Hey yo. Listen what I say. Oh, 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 oh. I think. What do you guys think? Saying hey yo. Hey Sadiq. Sadiq. Hershul. How do I say that name correctly? Sadiq, c'est tout. Hello, my friend. C'est tout. Sadiq, c'est tout. C'est tout. C'est tout. Okay. Okay. Sadiq, c'est tout. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sadiq, c'est tout. C'est tout. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sadiq, c'est tout. C'est tout. Like you spit. C'est tout. Ta, ta, tout. Yeah. Grazie mille. Grazie, signor. Grazie. Okay. So this would be a question for you, 8484. Okay? If I did over here and said, "Oh, what a dummy," not waiting, right? What did I do here? Did I do the same thing as over here? Look. Did I go, "Oh, I'll just trade right back to break even"? Is that what I did? Was that good or bad? This is education time. Give it to me, baby. Give me that sweet, that funk, that Gucci stuff. LDM says, "Prego, prego." Yay. Not for you, LDM. It's for 8484. You fail. LDM, you fail for answering the question of another student. 8484 says, "I managed it properly. How the heck, if I had a stop loss over here, or maybe over here, and I took profit right here, how the heck did I go short here and just get out at break even here? How did I manage it properly? Come on. See, this is tough love. How the hell is that proper management? Yeah, you're getting 2 coffee, Mike, right here. I haven't even had to... Wait, have I had 2 coffees? No. You're getting 2 coffee, Mike, right now. But it doesn't matter. It went up to here. I didn't stop out. And I took profit right here. What's that R factor? Already. Okay, you can make assumptions, can't we? Okay, let's go here, here, and say, my stop loss, because I never stopped out, let's just assume I'm a big fat liar, right? And I said in hindsight, oh, my stop was right here, guys. Right? It is double espresso, John. It is. John knows something. John knows something. Ooh, John Doe. Don't crash your helicopter. Right? Oh, John Doe says, Kobe-san, don't crash. Okay. Maybe I got you wrong, John. Maybe not. By the way, I have a John Doe in the group, and one of the names he uses is Kobe. And so I assume that you might be him. And he would know that I drink espresso. So Kobe. Is that you? Coochie coo. Did it? Kobe is in the room right now. Okay? Kobe, is that you? Just say yes or no. Are you watching on YouTube, Kobe? Oh, well, shit. Okay, I got that wrong. Sounds like a good-looking guy. Okay, Kobe's in the room, and he confirms it's not him. Sorry, John. All that tinfoil hat stuff that I just tried to put together, scratch. Speaking of scratching is bad management. Anyway, look, 8484. Look. Let's go back to this. This is the lying theoretical stop loss. This is the entry. This is where I took profit. This is 1-to-1 R. From here, trading to here. That is taking profit at 0.2 R. How is that a good trade? Look. If you enter, okay, at the white line, and your take profit is always like this, right, up here, and your stop is always like that, that if the market goes and gets you out, and that's 2.5 times bigger than your take profit, which is up here, right? And let's just say you're long here, right? Then how many times do you have to be right before you make up this big fat loss? You've got to be right 3 times in a row just to get back to break even. Trading like that. Boop. 3 times. And then you can lose a 4th time this way. But guess what? You're back to having to be a 100% win rate trader for a while. Hey, Joshua, I think that pace of tape indicator is if the one you're talking about, it might be Frozen Tundra Trader. Maybe. But anyway, 8484. Don't do that, right? Don't do that. Wait for your take profit and maybe tighten up your stop. That way, even if you're right half the time, you're good. And if you keep moving your take profit really far away from the market, if you keep moving it way down here like that, you know what you're going to end up doing? You're going to end up never knowing if your thesis is good or bad because you keep changing it because of your stop loss. Yeah, well, let's look at this. Okay? All the guys, let's say I'm this break-even kind of guy, right? Let's zoom way in. Here, let me clean this up. Okay, we'll just clean this all up. You're long here, right? Now let's just say your stop is, I don't know, underneath here. Okay, so you're long here, right here, right here, and your stop is way down here. STP, stop. And you're like, man, we should get new highs, right? Okay, so your take profit is way up here, right? If you move, this is a downward channel, right? And it breaks. And you're long here. If you move your stop to break even, what happens? That's a break even stop. What happens? In hindsight, what happens to this trade if you move every stop to break even? F it. F it. I know there's a delay here. You get stopped out at break even all the time. Okay, let's just do it again. Let's turn this off. And let's say you got a little short-term thesis. Ooh, breakout. All right, so you take the trade right here on the pullback, right? So you're long right here. Okay? And your thesis is new highs. And your stop is right here. Right? And so you move, you're long here, you move your stop to break even right here. Are you screwed? Yep. Look what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, new highs. All because in this area, zero patience. Yeah? Yeah. Don't do that. Bad. Bad, 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 bad. Let your trades play out. Don't move your stop around. Don't take your stop and go, well, so you're long, let's say here. Your initial stop is, I don't know, here. Maybe under the lows. Maybe under the lows is a better spot, right? Okay. And then the price comes back. So traders do a few things. They go, well, I'm going to move this stop up to break even. Wah, cry. Or the next thing traders do is it comes like this and they go, I don't want to lose. And they take their stop and they change their thesis. Now they're long from here and their stop has moved all down here. So your take profit was what? Way up here? Yeah? So if that's your average position, your stop is 2x bigger than your winner. Bad idea. Yeah? Yeah, Kobe, I don't know how old your comment is there, but. All right. Anyway, what time is it? 10:54. Sushi boy o'clock. Oh! Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, sushi. Okay, let's zoom out. You don't want to be too zoomed in on the market. Hey, guys. I trade the 1 minute bar. I trade the 1 minute bar. Is this too zoomed in for me to make trades? Stupid. Don't do that. Zoom out. Get some perspective. Well, then you actually know you're a crappy trader, 84. Right? Then you know what to work on. And that's in response to what happens if my thesis is always wrong? Guess what? Now you have data. Maybe now you enter where you stop. Think about that. If you're wrong, 84, if you're wrong 90% of the time, you can be a winning trader. Think about it. That is gold. If you tell me you're wrong 90% of the time, oh, show me your entries. I'm going to learn from you. Means I can be right a lot of the times as long as I can put good R factor on it. Think about that. You know, that's actually the key, one of the keys to trading. Think about it. You can apply it over the whole trading, the tradosphere, thin twidosphere. You can figure out where people trade like morons, then you can extract edge nonstop. Now, if you can't turn your head sideways and look at the market differently, you're going to be like everybody else. What chance do you have at finding more success than the average Joe over the long haul? Very little. Very little. You guys, there's a lot of edge in understanding what I'm telling you right there. I have built a career on it. Tell me your edge. Well, why should I? That's not that. No. If you actually have good edge, you don't want to make it ubiquitous, meaning widely available. You want to make it rare, right? Gold is valuable because it is rare. And it has a lot of uses. So if you make something ubiquitous, you're hurting yourself. Don't do that. Which is why whenever you got somebody with a few 100,000 followers making something ubiquitous, he probably doesn't have edge. Think about it. Think about it. It's common sense. Okay, off the pulpit. Let's see what we got here. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Look at how simple these charts are. USA session, European close. Simple. Look. European open. Japan open. Also, equity close for stocks. USA 2, Asia open. See that? Simple. Anyway, the guy you want to look up is, what's his name? Sawtooth Trader. Okay? Sawtooth. That's for the 30-minute and 5-minute bars. And then go at it. It's easy. You just follow instructions step by step, baby. Herschel, are you taking off? Oh, man. Cry me a river. Here you go. Okay. All right, let's see if we can analyze just like the plebleitos will analyze. Yeah, I don't know. Garbage market. What can I say? Muchos garbaggio. Wait, did you guys get that? Sawtooth Trader, I think. You guys getting that? Maybe? Yes? No? Maybe so? Everyone's afraid to say anything now? Hmm. 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 I yeah, give it to me, Bob. All right, Bob, you're gonna go on YouTube. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Dearest respected teacher, what is the
Oh man, you're killing me, Smalls.
what is the difference between the ascending or descending wedge and a pennant?
What is the difference? The preceding direction.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's in that. It's in that that cheat sheet you have.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Bob.
So
Well,
pennant
if
is
you
just
have
bullish.
a trade table, if you have 999,999, and your round turn commission is $1, exactly one MNQ point. Boom! Arigato gozaimasu! What's funny is that trade table is actually answering the questions in chat before it gets onto YouTube. And that's the funniest part of this interaction. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Every day? No, not Saturday and Sunday. Well, sometimes Sunday. LDM, does that answer your question? Or when I'm on vacation. How about that? Oh gosh. All right, I need interaction or I'm going to shut this YouTube thing down. I'm getting quite bored. You know, the reason we got on today is just pure boredom in the middle of the day. I was like, oh, just go on YouTube. Let's do it. Let's talk a little bit of markets on YouTube. And all the guys in the group are like, don't say anything useful. And I'm like, I won't. I won't. But now that I see people on here saying stupid things, I can't help myself. I have to correct it. Like the R factor thing, 8484. Look, the whole R factor thing, man, is if you peruse around YouTube, all you see are all these guys with like stop losses that are like protective as like emergency stops. Yeah. John Doe, you want to know what my opinion on funding companies is? The wild, wild west. It's a Ponzi. Take advantage of it before it all blows up. Especially in the state of letting traders extract money from a sim account. It must not work for the traders, for the prop firm to have enough money to pay you back. Yeah? Yeah? That's what I think. What do you think, John? Hmm. Yeah, I think it is too. I think it's right around the corner, right? You know, usually on these things, it's kind of like playing sentiment, right? When everybody and their mama goes long crypto, probably near a top, yeah? When everybody and their mama, when when traders who are underfunded, when traders who are I'm just reading the comments, so I'm taking longer. When traders who are underfunded start building their own prop firms, And they make rules that are so hard for you to employ or do successfully that the only way that they can actually make money in their little Ponzi is to have a whole bunch of losing traders right at the beginning. And they're ubiquitous, so they're popping up all over the place. Ubiquitous is the word of the day. Then I think we're getting to a point where it's becoming a little too saturated. Whenever it becomes a little bit too saturated, and the retail traders are getting taken advantage of, right, by the use of rules that are constantly changing and too difficult, that is usually about the time the SEC or the CFTC step in and go, we're going to try and protect the little guy. And there's also a lot of money that's being lost because of fees and sim environments and people not paying for all those CME data feeds. Because they're not. Think about it. You know, you trade a live account, what do you got to pay? Right away. Data to the CME for every single account you trade. What are you not doing on all these prop funding accounts? You're in a sim environment that they're hosting from their server. It's laggy as hell. But yes, enjoy the extreme use of leverage. What I say, take advantage for as long as you can while it's here. Take advantage. Just go balls to the wall deep. Go balls deep. Take advantage of it. But when it all disappears, right? Don't be sad. Don't make that your future. Because if that's your future, then you're going to be in a lot of pain when it all goes away. So actually learn to trade a live market, whether that market is volatile and volume filled and it moves a certain way, or it's a market that's dead and you're playing against the market maker all day. Yeah? You don't want to be playing against that. Because look, middle of the day, easy to trade Apex, isn't it? Or any prop firm that's in a sim environment. Super easy to trade in sim middle of the day. If you've ever traded a real account middle of the day during garbage time, low volume liquidity, the algos will hunt your ass. If you don't know how to do that, and when you go from sim environment to real environment, you are going to get slaughtered. Yeah. And there is a time of day to play real, and there's a time of day to use the degenerate funding that is provided to you off of a prop. Because the prop, your stop is what? 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, whatever that thing costs you, right? And then they over leverage you, right? But you're only risking that initial, whatever the non-passed account costs you. That's great leverage. That's awesome. My favorite time to trade is volatility, Joshua. So just from that, you can infer a lot of things. Maybe the open, right after news, when the market's making big moves, or around election time. Because, we got an election coming. Ooh, we got earnings coming. But my favorite time the close is a little bit more challenging because of gamma. It's very, very hard to trade the close. Right? I don't like trading before the news. I like trading after the news and doing lots of deep preparation on bigger price levels to trade off of. So I am not a gambler. I don't just go like, well, Look, if you've ever traded the stock market and you've traded individual stocks, a lot of you guys are just new futures traders, and you're like, "This is so cool! I'm on a prop fund alley, spend $100, and I'm controlling 10 Nasdaq or 20 Nasdaq contracts," and you think it's so cool, right? But you haven't learned anything about risk and leverage, and you haven't really figured that whole game out. You just keep blowing up accounts, and that's all you know. So that's a lot of you. But what I'm talking about is if you've ever traded a stock around earnings time and you try to guess, number one, after the close, when earnings are released, there are no stop losses, right? Say, what? Well, there's no market stops. They don't allow that, most brokers. You can do a stop limit, but that's a hard game to get big R factors on and not get blown out. I do not like trading pre-news unless I am in a position for a long time, right? And I have a fundamental sort of game theory idea about that stock. In which case, sure, I might get into a position before an earnings and hold it on small size. I ain't going to risk my account. And it's usually because my cost basis is somewhere in the, somewhere below zero or something, right? And I'm like, I want to own the stock. If this thing dips at earnings, I use it to buy for the next year or 3 years. But trading right into the news event, gambling mentality. It's a surefire way to lose a lot of money fast. I don't do that. So same thing with the futures. I do not trade news live. Sit on hands, baby. Wait for the market to shake everybody out and then start taking your trades. Yeah? Maybe? Sorta? Does anybody disagree? Do you want to challenge me on this idea? Say, you idiot! I know somebody. He's a millionaire now. He's being advertised by everybody as a millionaire. Now I think I can win the lottery too. Is that what you want to tell me? Maybe. Possibly. All right, Bobby. NVIDIA. NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see how it hit that other level I was talking to you about?
Yep.
And back in? Yeah.
So, yep. I'm watching that like a hawk. Thank you.
Yeah. It already did. I was not watching it, but it's been slow moving.
Yeah.
I do, Joshua. I do. But I keep it really simple with the gamma stuff. I take best stuff setups. You know, Joshua? Thank you, liquidity. I appreciate it. I keep it really simple with the gamma. If you start looking at the gamma for every single tick, they say, watch every tick, you trade like a D with the nice EK, right?
Trade like a Richard.
Yeah. Richard. You trade like a Richard. Why? Because remember with gamma, you're talking about a 60% accurate model.
Wait.
Sir Robotics. Thanks, John Doe. If you want to know, John, I am short NVIDIA on a higher time frame. There you go. There's the free TYP trading advice. Say what?
Go back in time and
you idiot!
Get yourself a position.
You idiot! But I've also built shorts off of. I've also built that short off of very, very nice. We'll just call it support resistance levels. And so it's got a lot of profit locked in on it, and I'm now letting this swing to the downside. You heard it here. $70 to $90. Say what? By the way, where is Tesla at today? Dang it.
Right now it's at 268.
Man. This thing's such a little beastie. Bob, check out this chart in the chat. Look. I missed it today. Look.
Oh, the Tesla.
Yep. Even with the weekly candle. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. No. Yep. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Yep. Yeah, pretty frustrating. Well, it's okay.
Whoops.
It's what happens when you get distracted in your own Discord.
I miss stuff all the time like that.
I do too. Anyway, guys, I think
right now.
I think everybody I think everybody in this YouTube stream is starting to fizzle out. I'm not seeing much interaction here.
I'm posting in the Discord.
Oh, you're posting something, Bob?
Just one chart, but yeah, I think people are maybe spread thin.
Yeah, well, it's garbage time. 11:16. Yeah, man, give it to me, John. Give it to me. What do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Mike, so is that right? Yeah, baby. So oh shit. John is actually lean beef. You know, John, you're my man. So, John, I live in northern Idaho. Okay, so I'm way up north. Okay, and I walk my kid to school, and my crosswalk guy, my crosswalk guy has said almost all of these jokes except for the mother-in-law one, by the way.
That was awesome.
It was an awesome one. And he is my man. So you are my man too, John. Oh, man. You're the best, man. All right. So Joshua says, when do you plan to stream? You know, Joshua, I don't really stream much at all. I used to. I'm here today because the market is inside and it is super boring, right? Which is why I traded on Sim, right? And it was so freaking easy. And by Sim, I mean a funded account. And by a funded account, I meant Sim, right? Because that funded Sim account has no effect on the order book. Zero. And if you take the logical conclusion from what I'm telling you, then a light bulb should go off. And you should be going, I could take advantage of that. Yeah? If you're in a sim environment, not providing any liquidity to the market, and yet they're paying you, humana. Think about it.
Yeah.
That is one of the huge advantages. One of the huge advantages of prop firms. But that is not going to last. Anybody with half a brain will realize that. The more popular and ubiquitous it gets, the more that thing is on its last leg.
Like a cow.
Like a cow. Why do you say that, Jess? Oh, I've tried not to talk about any prop firm today. I think I may have said Apex inadvertently at one point though. They are they the biggest? I think they're the biggest. Hmm. Oh man. Very little liquidity. Very little. That's a little bit of a complicated topic. A little bit. Do you know what I think is more important than all of that liquidity? Sentiment. Let me give you an example, right? I'm just going to give you an example. Tesla is trading at 150, right? Let's just say real Tesla. Oh, I see, Jess. Thanks. Um, Joshua, no. But let me give you the example of sentiment liquidity. Tesla's trading into 150, 165, all the way from all-time highs, right? Over months and months and months. It starts trading down towards these levels. And most of FinTwit is bearish Tesla, right? And as it goes a week or two before earnings, you look left and it's on, let's say, a huge old volume node, right? A massive one. And uh you start looking at, so quote unquote, the fundamental tab in whatever your trading platform is. Let's say it's Thinkorswim, or I don't know, the Charles Schwab one. I forgot what they call theirs, Street Smart. And you look at the fundamentals and you look at the analyst sell side ratings, and all of them are saying sell with the target of 125. And they just moved it all down to 125 within that day. It's trading right into this big volume node. You look on FinTwin and everyone's like, ha ha ha, making fun of Tesla nonstop, right? But you watch the latest, I don't know, Tesla live stream where Elon is talking about what his future for the company is. And you go, wow, he's got some really great ideas that I think could actually take the company in a direction that is not popular. Well, let's use the word of the day, ubiquitous. It's not ubiquitous. The idea has not been disseminated widely yet. Everybody is talking about, oh, analysts just moved Tesla down to 125. It looks dead. And it's trading at 150 a week before earnings. Okay. And it's on this old volume node after losing 70% of its value. And then you happen to turn on Bloomberg Money and they're saying Tesla's been rocked. Analysts just say Tesla's looking at 125. Now, Elon's over here talking about robo-taxis and Optimus, and even Elon is saying stuff like, yeah, look, I don't care about my earnings, whatever. And all the analysts go, oh, this CEO's an effing idiot. He's an idiot. Look at him. He doesn't even talk his own stock up. And then your mom and your Aunt Sally call you up and they go, son, I have this Tesla stock, but it's just dying and it's not doing anything. I think I'm going to dump it. Right? Now, is that sentiment? It's really negative. It's potentially on support. And then you go look up short interest and you see short interest 25% on that stock, right? Meanwhile, Elon is talking about actual ideas. Elon is talking about the actual ideas in the market that might be realized 2 to 3 years from now. Okay? Is it maybe a good idea to scale into some Tesla? This is not a BTFD. It's not a buy the F and dip without recognizing anything about without any context. There's sentiment surrounding this whole thing. And your fundamental analysis is that there might be value in the future based off an idea that might be pretty good. You say, well, that's all very elaborate. Can't be tradable. What if I told you it is? It is. It's tradable. What it takes is looking in the right places and monitoring as little as possible for the stocks that you trade. Because you do not want to get bogged down. Yeah, exactly. You do not want to get bogged down in day-to-day earnings per share and profitability and delivery numbers and everything else that everybody else is trading. And I'll leave with this. The best trades in the world are the ones that the fewest number of people see. And they have awesome R factor. Those are the best trades of the world. The least crowded trades in the world are the best ones. Look, if everybody's long S&P and there's a whole lot of outstanding call gamma out there, then there is resistance because people who are long take profit, and it takes very little for people to unwind that trade. Yeah? Yep. So you do not want to be in a crowded trade. Likewise, you don't want to be in a crowded trade to the downside on a stock that actually has if you want to call it fundamental or a story on the companies or some kind of analysis, and it has potential upside. You don't want to be short that thing when everybody and their mama thinks it's a good idea to be short. In fact, the opposite might be true in that scenario, right? And these scenarios only come up once in a while. So you have to have decent timing, right? Because otherwise you're diddling in the middle. When there's balanced sentiment both sides. So this kind of sentiment, you don't use it every day all the time. You look for opportunities like this with the story behind it. Yeah. Yep. So it takes timing and it takes location. Not just, well, I'm going to use one thing. So this is the problem people get with trading, right? They go market profile all the time, footprint all the time, order flow, bookmap, whatever, all the time, right? They take a hammer to build every part of the house, and they say, what's wrong with that? Meanwhile, that hammer destroys the windows. It's the wrong tool for the job. But it's like that with every single tool in the market. If you use GexBot all day long at every point in the day, you're going to get wrecked. It's the truth. Now, if someone's selling you their tool and they tell you that, run for the woods, run for the hills, right? Why? Because they're trying to fit their simple tool to everything. Right? Trading the market is like having a key and you're going through different doors. One key does not fit them all. And if you think that, then there's some snakeskin oil that someone wants to sell you. That is not real trading. Real trading is adapting to the market.
See you, Dealey.
Okie dokie dilly. Have a good one, brother. Enjoy the rain. Oh, man. I'm over here lecturing YouTube. Anytime, D. Lee. Anytime. I actually got a headache from talking for so long. I'm going to go drink some water. Water. Anyway, Bobby. Bobby, is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm losing
There,
it.
there is, but as soon as you said that headache thing, I'm like, yeah, let's not
Oh,
keep
no.
asking.
Let me drink some water. I'll be right there, man. No, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. Time to start walking again on the treadmill. Can you guess, Bob, that I stopped walking about 15, 20 minutes ago? Can you guess? Like, like I start to slow down when I stop
I
walking.
wish I could say yes, but no, I
Oh,
couldn't. It's
man.
actually like others are saying, I was kind of mentally spread thin between the YouTube and closing it and the charts and like the
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah, me
My brain
too.
was like
Me
eggs.
too. Me too. I got OBS on one screen. I got FJ. I got the Discord. I got my
Yeah,
actual order flow charts. I've got this fake chart I've got up on YouTube that doesn't show shit.
yeah.
I don't have my high time frame E-mini charts up. I'm looking at Gex. I'm looking at stock underlyings going, look at Apple go.
Yeah.
Like
And then in between all that, we're taking little scalpity scalps. It's like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, good training.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know, John. Or you just shoot me an email and I respond when I respond. That's just the best. John, the fact of the matter is that I got a family. I got a wife and 2 young children. And I'm trying to balance trading with all of that. And I live in a beautiful spot of Idaho near a very big lake, and I have a lot of outdoor activity that keeps me sane every day. So I am I'm just trying to balance all of that. So if you shoot me an email, I will respond to you, yeah, as best as I can. That's all I can promise, man. And I'm not great at it. But it's just, I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do. John, you own a few pizza places. Me and my family are trying to, so well, not trying. We cook all our meals at home. We're eating less processed stuff. You know, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, meat, little bit of dairy, uh, fruits, veggies, but very little processed stuff. And so that takes time too, right? Just to live a healthier lifestyle. So we've been doing it, yeah, and doing a good job of it. But to live a more balanced life where you hang out with your little ones, uh, is a bit, man. D- John, let me put it to you like this: I got all these people in this group that I love talking to after the market closes, and sometimes I get sucked in because of my own desire to talk to these people for 2 hours after the market. And then I got to go pick up my kid from school and do all the things that you're supposed to do to live a balanced life. Go ride bikes, go outside and, throw the baseball with your son, go pick up your daughter from daycare, go take them down to the lake, you know, all of that stuff. Just trying to balance life. So it just is what it is, man. But if you say John Doe or something, then maybe I'll put you to the front of the line. Nice, John. I do a lot of water fasts as well. I mean, a lot of them. So it is a life changer. I know. Yeah, all about it, man. I read both Dr. Fung's both of his books. Yeah. That's right, John. That's right. John McKinsey. John McKinsey. My group is a closed group. There is no link to get in. I've kicked more people out than I've ever accepted. Why would I do such a thing? Uh, Bob, you wanna tell
Uh,
him?
I need more coffee to.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh no, I just solved a mystery that Harshul um,
Oh.
got me confused about earlier.
Hmm.
Look at the stocks channel. He was like, Bob, can you erase those for me before I erase it? Just look at it. It's so funny.
Can I see? Let's see. Let's see. Stocks. Holy cow.
Because he was like, Bob, can you help me? I'm like, I don't see him anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
So,
I think I'm the only one that has erasing in that channel. I gave
uh,
you guys full power everywhere.
well, I'll check. I'm just DMing him right
No,
now
it's
to
okay.
make fun of him.
It's I was wondering where all of those were coming up, because
Yeah,
he kept adding stuff and I wasn't seeing it. Because when he adds stuff, because I'll be the DJ, he says, and then I saw nothing. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Did he figure out some way for Fredboat not to give a message back in the main chat? And
yeah.
I don't really check most of the Discord most of the day. All right, I'll give him a DM. You've been a naughty, naughty boy, Harshul-san. Oh boy.
So, yeah, you're right. I don't have permission in here.
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, the last thing I want is people deleting, editing
Yeah,
after
pertinent
the
stuff by even
fact.
accident, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if it's your stuff, then sure. But yeah.
I remember one time I think I deleted a message of Bam's by accident.
Yeah. Oh. John McKinsey is gonna get the he's gonna get the discussion about what me and my wife do in the bedroom next.
Sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the question, John. Boy. Ba 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 ba. Ba da dun 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 dun. Babissimo.
Yo.
What is there to talk about here?
So I have two questions. One, and you
Two.
can tell me, one might be it will really expose sort of how just stupid I am. So there's that one, and it's good for YouTube. The other one's kind of specific to a setup from a member here. Maybe it's more
Oh,
trading room
yeah.
related.
Okay.
So whichever one interests you,
I don't know. Whatever
or none
you
of them.
say, Bobby. I'm at your service.
First one's super embarrassing because I could just Google it, but
Okay.
sometimes, like Googling it is like I get it,
Hmm.
but if it's kind of a discussion thing, I have to preamble just because it's
Okay.
so stupid. Like it's fun just to discuss and talk,
Okay.
right? And learn through people.
Yeah.
Anyway, one thing I never understood about stocks,
Mm-hmm.
that is embarrassing. So sorry guys, now you can see. But like the
There is no
money.
dumb question, Bobby. We all come from
Oh,
different backgrounds with different
okay,
exposures.
here we go.
Okay? All
You
right,
can
buddy.
tell I'm
All right. Yeah.
yeah.
Look, I'm sure look, I've had many questions about kanji and they're all stupid, right?
Well, but yeah, but you're not like in a Japanese Discord either.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And John McKenzie gets hidden from the channel for being a dick. And why the well, one of the reasons why people like this never make it into the Discord. Because John, it's personal. Boop. Bye-bye. Oh man. Gotta love it. This
Yeah,
is this is one of the great things about not being beholden to children all the time. One of the reasons I
yeah,
shut down access to this group on YouTube.
yeah,
Just turns into a shit show. Shit show of immature little little trolls who've got nothing better to do with their life. Okay, anyway, Bob, stocks.
oh yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna minimize your YouTube so I don't get distracted.
Like
That's
flies. I see light.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's okay. That's me
Just
too.
the
I shouldn't
comments
have
and
read.
stuff.
I apologize for reading John's message.
No, I read it too, and I started thinking about that. Yeah, I was like, that's how should I interpret anyway? Yeah, so
Hmm.
stocks obviously up and down. Their value is quite all over the place. Um, I mean, obviously there's like VWAP and stuff
Mm-hmm.
for getting just a sense of like, you know, volume weighted average price and all that this stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
how do companies actually like borrow or use their market capitalization? For example, Apple, they have a ton of,
Mm-hmm.
they've sold a ton of stock. Um,
What do you
their
mean
company has.
Apple has sold a ton of stock? What do you mean by that?
Well, there's a lot of owners of Apple shares,
Oh,
right?
okay, got it.
Yeah.
That are
And,
within the Apple organization, so like they're
or
shareholders
no, I
and
just mean like,
employees, or
well, anybody, you,
okay,
Apple
uh huh, yep,
employees who get the stock off,
mm-hmm. Yep,
anyone really, who they own it, but they're not, contracted to own it. They can sell it whenever they want.
mm,
And so, Apple has to be responsible for being able to buy back that stock at whatever the market value is, should people, decide to sell
mm.
it. Um, so how do companies really utilize and leverage that market capitalization in ways where they can fund what they want? Or basically, it seems like you'd use investors and other things. I just don't get how companies can use the actual stock money. It's like sounds great on paper, like
Mm.
blah blah blah. Market capitalization is so big, but like even Tesla, when they're, I think someone just posted that Elon even said it was overvalued. He
Mm.
probably knows when it's like peaking. You can't use that money. Yeah, our market capitalization is super high, but when it comes crashing down, like we're gonna have to buy that stock back. People sell or whatever happens. Like it's just fluctuating quite a lot. So yeah,
Well, I mean, it's an
that's my
asset,
dumb
right?
question.
And on any asset, you can get a loan, right? It's
Yeah.
up to the issuing loan company to determine whether or not that asset is actually going to have value into the future, and so that's their risk, right? So they're
Oh,
going to look
okay.
at things like the fundamental value of the company, whatever the CEO says about where the direction of the company is headed, and they're going to have inside information about that. But you can also
Mm.
just literally sell stock.
Hmm.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
what Elon did to buy Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Sold a bunch of his stock to buy it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's that. Thank you.
Yes, I did, LDM. Thanks for that question, Bob. Okay, what's the other one? Always interesting questions there,
Okay, the
Bobby.
other one is something I
Just
don't
give
even
it to
know
me. Just give it to me. No one will
Okay,
have no. They will have no. I see. You guys all think, oh, they might understand. No, they won't. They won't.
okay,
Even if I explain it like you're talking to a 6-year-old, think about how many educational videos there are and how much they build on each other and how much you have to understand the basic concepts and how different it is from everything else that's out there. You
yeah,
can't even wrap your head around it. You go like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So
yeah.
your baseline has to be far enough um, developed to even understand a little bit.
Okay. Well, and the other thing too is if this question you think is too derailing, please swat it down like a cat does to whatever they swat. But
I, I would never do that to
no,
your
because it
fucking
might be too rabbit
handsome.
hole because it's from our good old buddy HS, and I was gonna back test it, but I'm just like, you know what, I would rather talk to you first before I
Okay.
rabbit hole myself because maybe there's other stuff I should be looking at. But I am
Okay.
curious. So anyway, in the chat, he talks about these, and Chris was here, but these zones where he's like, you see that zone right there? That's support. And I'm like, I gotta unpack this.
Mm,
I mean, I see some other reasons. It's local LVN,
mm,
basically sort of W reversal, so it's into that prior structure. So
mm,
for structural reasons, I see the support. But he was looking at it from like the sort of we talked about like negative space point of view, like this
mm.
negative space in there where that blue zone
Okay.
is support in this exact type of pattern.
Yeah.
And I was wondering because I've been meaning to ask him, but I'd rather ask you actually. What do you see that support in that negative space,
So
if anything?
I see it as an 88.6 and then a run of the 618.
Okay,
Yeah. And then if you look at the local pattern, it's definitely channeling down, and that's the break of that channel. So wherever there's a break of the channel, you get trap traders.
yeah,
Yeah. That's it.
okay,
And it's
I
just a
see.
scalp. You take it back to the preceding structure, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Yep.
and just to make sure we're talking about, I forgot to draw in the arrow, but we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was talking about where to go. Come on, Doshio.
Oh, Bobby-san, what are we talking about?
Oh, my Windows keys are dead.
Uh-oh. Oh, Bobby.
When you press that Windows key sometimes and you miss the key you're looking for, oh, did it
Mm-hmm.
open? Ah, hmm, never mind. Ah, finally. Okay. Tarshul was talking about this long. I think that's what you're saying, yeah, because it's um the eight
Are you
the eight
marking it
six
up
of
for me right now, or
yeah,
maybe?
and so I put the arrow on the long that he was talking about. So that is, and I think it is just confirming what you said is what we're talking about. Yeah, because that was the 88.6 of the up impulse. Then comes back down. And let's see, did I post it? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that arrow's pointing to the long he was talking about.
Thank you, Bobby. Oh, I'm so close to 1,000 funded trader points. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Come
nice.
on. That's a beautiful market here.
Oh, I hadn't even looked at it for a
Yep.
while. Yeah. Man, this zone has just been teased and teased, hasn't it? Yeah.
It has. Long and strong, Bobby-san. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Hey, hey. Oh, baby. Hey, I think Apex is allowing DCAs again, guys.
Or didn't they say that in that
Yeah, I think so.
video?
Yeah. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
At 532, if it gets there, this would become a bullish pin on the 30.
Thank you, Bobby. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Ah. Ba, 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 ba. And uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Oh yeah. Look at the resting liquidity on the Nasdaq right now, Bobby.
Yep.
I think it's very telling.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bobby, is there anything else we should talk about?
Those are the two questions I had.
Mm.
Let me look at some stocks here. That was an interesting Apple breakdown from the what I called symmetrical triangle up there earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. Beautiful.
yeah, that was
Beauty.
called out. I don't know. It's kind of been wrapped up, so to speak.
Mm.
I mean, mm, Martin heading out,
Mm.
popping in.
If the max is 18, mm.
Little sweep there.
Ba, 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 ba. That was the 100, and they paid down. Hey, yo. Did you see it? You could see it on the
Yeah,
book. Yeah. No. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, yo. Nice, Jess. I will say this. We probably don't have too similar a style, but um, I don't know. The reason is I say that is because the way I trade the open is a little bit different than how I trade the rest of the day. And there are good reasons for that. Just like you wouldn't trade earnings the way you would trade non-earnings, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Apex. Apex. Another 100 lot up there, by the way.
Yeah.
Another? Let me ask you something. Do you think that 100 lot has anything to do with Gex right now?
I would imagine it definitely could.
I will look at it. Yes, it does, Bobby. Here, let me show you something.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Look. Do you see at that level that you have the OI versus the VL and the VL, right?
Yeah, right below it. Yeah.
Yep. That order sits right at that level to pin the market. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Jess. Maybe. Mm. Pa, 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 pa. Mm. You know what's funny is that this morning, so I'm talking to Jess here. This morning, I had a short thesis to a certain point, and then I had a long thesis from a certain area. And it turns out that my long thesis from that area was exactly where ICT traders get stopped out. And it was something just that we really laughed about it. Because it was like, so we have some ex-ICT guys, Jess, in the group who know the ICT setups. And they're like, that's exactly where ICT traders put their stops. And I was like, no freaking way. I had different reasons for wanting to be long off where the market bounced this morning. And I talked it out with the group. Like, I think we're probably going to go to here. And this is probably like a good short target for XYZ reasons. And then, hold on. New 30-minute bar, power hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Can you see, guys, why at the new 30-minute bar, which is right here, so you see how those 30-minute bars have big movement? Look at that. Look at that, right? Big movement around the 30-minute bar. Also last hour. So this is power hour. Last hour of the day, right? Big traders start coming back into the market. But anyway, Jess, it was super fascinating this morning to have some of these sort of like ICT type students go, oh, that's where they would have had their stops. Like, no way. So going back to this whole idea about what is common in the market, you know what my next question was to the group, because I don't know the ICT method, is that commonly taught in the ICT? And they said yes. So everybody would have seen that that was a stop location, or that's where you were invalidated. They said yes. I'm like, oh my gosh. So the easier it is to understand the idea, the more popular it is, the more stops are located at that location. That's why I'm saying, Jess, it has to be a simple idea. It has to be an idea that is readily accessible and understood by a vast majority of people. So, Jess, if you take all of these ideas that are easy to understand and are widely used, and you can confirm that stops are going off in these locations on various different types of things, whether it's market profile, whether it's price action, whether it's candlestick traders, whether it's ICT, whether it's TPO charts, whether it's volume profile. And if you can take a commonly taught and easily understood problem and confirm where people would be putting their stops, and they're all getting, we'll say, screwed, right? Can you make that? Can you make a trade out of that? Golden nugget to trading. That is your gold as a trader. If you can find these and only take the best of all of these and put them together and master them all, you now have an awesome trading system. Trading against the majority who are most likely losing money. And what you will find is your R factors go up, your probability of success goes up, and most often, most of the time, you get 1R on these trades very quickly. Yeah, but Jess, so think about it this way. In life, if you have an idea like, I don't know, you're reading your favorite news app, and the news app says, do this simple thing 2 hours a day and make 45,000 a month. Right? And everybody starts doing it. Do you really think that there's edge in that? Nope. Why? Because it's being sent out to the masses. So it's crowded. You need to find things in trading that the masses are not doing. Or if they're all doing something very unsuccessfully, take that idea and trade against it. This is the way niches work in the real world when you own a small business. Think about it. You're filling a need and hopefully trading with the other side. Because, you know, the market, I use this analogy all the time with the group. The market is like... I'm reading the group's chat now. Look, the market is like... The market is like two big groups of people moving dirt around, right? One side has a bulldozer, the other side, and they have all the power, right? The other side doesn't have a bulldozer, right? Those are the people that are underfunded, right? All the underfunded people have shovels to move the dirt. And all the really big, huge funded, the institutions, the citadels, the market makers, they have the bulldozers. Now, they can move that dirt over very quickly, can't they? Whoosh, there's all the dirt. What do they need for the dirt? If you're playing a game of move the dirt back and forth, what do you need? This is common sense, okay? What I'm talking about, it's pure common sense. What do the bulldozer guys need? They need a whole bunch of people with shovels, right? They need like 1,000 shovelers to jump on that dirt and start moving it with shovels. Okay. The common trading, the ubiquitous trading ideas are like all the people who are using the most popular, ubiquitous ideas to move that dirt around. They aren't going to trade. They are not going to trade. You're not going to program your market dominating algorithm to trade against a group of people who hardly exist. You're going to do it to trade against the weak money who are the masses and who all have stop losses all over the market.
Or who don't use get stops and get trapped.
Well, if you're highly levered, like we saw earlier on YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're out whether you want to be or not.
Correct.
Yeah.
He had no choice. his choice was oh, all in here and I might lose this account. Is that really a choice as a professional? No.
Oof,
that's stupid, right? Now, if you treat that prop fund like it has no value, then you're gonna essentially, you have to go huge reward and lower risk. But in fact, what was that guy doing? Opposite. He was doing massive risk, low reward. So he had like everything backwards. Everything was backwards.
I mean, you'd have to Monte Carlo that shit and have really good setups then.
What's that?
So you're like, well, like we said, the Monte Carlo, if you're going to do that, and like make sure you're winning like all the time.
Yeah, like look, if you're going to have like a 0.6 R factor, then win 90% of the time, right? Be very good. But that puts the onus on you to win all the time. That's very stressful. And in fact, the first time you get 5 or 6 losses in a row or you lose sight of the market, you're going to piss away all your money very quickly.
Yeah.
And because of that, you're going to have a negative tilt that is going to prevent you from seeing the market clearly as you continue to trade. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Hard to do, also hard to not tilt after you've lost, especially after having won 12 times in a row before, right? Now all of a sudden you lost 6 times, but your losses are, almost twice as big as your wins, and you've given back your whole day, and you're deflated. You're like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I need to take a walk. I can't trade anymore today. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Andre. Somebody will find flaw with it on YouTube. Oh, this little area that didn't make any sense. You're not calculating every scenario that I can think of. Well, how about take the principle away from the video, which is consider your risk on every trade. Consider the setup, the edge that you have in the trade series for which you are trading, and consider, all right, if my win rate is X and this is a good setup as its own trade series, does it pay well over time? That's it. That's all. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is to define your
Yeah, that's
risk.
key in its own trade series.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's in it. Well, that's a big thing, right? Because people get, so let's just say they have a few different types, categories of trades. One's a scalp, one's a swing, and one's like an intraday kind of 15-30 minute scalp swing, right?
Yeah.
If those are all different trade types with different setups, but you're blending them together as part of the same Monte Carlo series, you're going to tilt all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember even you, like they're so far few and so I can't have to talk, but so few and far between is what I'm trying to say. That I do think you even have some less than 1 hour setups, but they're like
Yep.
99% like win rate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right now, right? How many guys are going to go, hey, I'm going to put my stop under this low. I'm going to go long here. And what's my R factor, right? So we got a trend line, right? We have this move back to lows, sprung right back in. So they go long, and instead of having their stop here, which is perfectly acceptable, right? Perfectly
Hmm.
acceptable. They take this stop and they move it down. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, if you take this stop, right, and this, so your long is still here. If you take this stop, which is represented by this blue line, by the way,
Yeah.
I'll switch this to a long position. Okay. So if you take this stop and you start moving it down like this to get back to 1R or 1-to-1, this has to grow wider, which means, right, instead of having this kind of risk, right, back to the lows. Here, I'll show you. All right. Here.
Yeah. You're asking a shit ton of that trade now that you
Mm-hmm.
weren't asking before for take
Correct.
profit.
So here, let me see here. Hold on.
My comments are delayed because of the
Yep.
YouTube.
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you in the Discord, Bob. I'll just screenshot this bullshit here. Instead of having this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it also goes with the PA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then you take a 1 and you start scaling out, right?
Hmm.
Hold on. Here we go. Like that. Like this, Bob.
Yeah.
Yep. See? Now, all right, new 1 minute bar, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you go look at the same screenshot, stop has not moved. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's giving you theoretical average price, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So, Mike, but why not let all 4 run? If you want to trade with less stress within the oscillations and volatility of the market, this is how you do it. And you're
Absolutely.
exiting 1R 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
And now you let your runner hold. It's easy.
That's made a huge difference in my stress. It's like, oh, yeah, I love, yeah,
100%. And if you're doing this on a prop firm, it's just noise. You're not actually competing anymore with the liquidity of the market maker hunting your stops in low liquidity.
yeah.
Yep.
I can see why you say you recommend people instead of just using your 1 minute, get on micros and do this. It's
Correct.
like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So what is the trade I just took? It was essentially this stop I don't know where I got long about. Let me look at my screenshot. 218.50. So 18.50 right here, right there.
Mhm.
And that's what my stop was.
Yeah.
And I just scaled out into 1R, 3 out of 4 contracts. For those of you guys on YouTube, the stop was never moved. I filled 1, 2, 3, and I have a 1 lot left. And the last lot, 1 lot, sits up at 20, up here, up at 27. Which is what? Still in a bear flag location. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. And if you want to get out, you can get out now. Who cares? You're like, oh, I saw some MGI. Right? I saw something on the chart, which I could see on the chart right now. Babissimo.
Yep.
That tells me probably should be out of that trade. Right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. To boot, we're coming up on M period. Using our understanding of M period. What? Not how everybody else uses M period, but using our understanding of the way M period actually moves.
Mhm.
Now you've got edge.
100%. Thank
Yes,
you, Mike.
sir. No problem.
TYP, whatever your name is.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I already closed down my chart, so I'm just looking at your YouTube.
Yeah.
Half at the YouTube, half at out this window.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. By the way, here's the Gex. Ooh, very nice. See that? Anyway, I'm not supposed to be using Gex because this is a service you pay for.
Yeah.
So let me see right there. There you go. Blank charts again, for the most part. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, oh, but I want a footprint. Okay. There it is. Ooh. Yeah. Jess, and the reason you keep it, the reason we keep it tight lipped is because if everybody talks like I do, there wouldn't be any edge. If there were a million people saying the same thing, the same ish that I was saying, there wouldn't be any edge. Think about it. Just think about it, right? Like everything else in life, Jess, if you want to start a restaurant and you're doing what everybody else does well, you have a lot of competition, don't you? Right. But what if there's a big market? Let me give you an example. Carnivore, pretty common. It's getting more popular, right? What if there's a restaurant that got introduced to the public that was carnivore in a huge population center where people were eating that way, where it was popular, and they were the only ones doing it? Do you think they would have some niche, some edge? Hell yes, they would. But as soon as everybody's talking about it, it's saturated. And when it's saturated, there's competition. Trading is, look, if everybody, hold on. If everybody puts their stops, sorry. If everybody puts their stops underneath here, do you think you want to have your stop right there? I'm just asking. If someone comes in with size and sells that location, thinking the market's going to go straight through those stops, are you competing right now? Is your location to trade right here, right now, this close away from lows? So did you guys see that on the ask? Somebody right here, a big lot came in and sold right near the lows.
Mm.
Did you see it? Did you guys see it on the order book? Rewind the YouTube, you'll see it.
Yeah, I'm so delayed.
Yeah, but well, rewind the YouTube. You'll see it. Somebody came
Okay,
in
now
right.
you're circling what you're just talking about.
Yep.
I see it now. Yeah.
Yep. And you can see it right here. So some dumbass goes, well, right at lows, underneath that, I'm going to sell for a break of just this. And immediately the market gobbles them up. Why? Think about it. Are there people short from here? Is there a market maker short from here? If you add bid liquidity at here, can he de-risk into your short? Does it look like positive delta? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Butterflies flapping in the wings. So you guys ever heard of the butterfly effect? When someone goes and sells this low right here with size, they just are allowing all the people who are short up here to immediately go take them. Look, if you're walking down the street and you have a smile on your face, and I go, look, that guy has a smile on his face, and he's about to walk by some pretty girls, and he looks like he's interested in girls, he's probably going to continue to have a big smile on his face. And then Bob goes and hits that guy in the face.
Oh, I
But
would
I
never.
stick with my original prediction of, well, no, I already said he's going to have a smile on his face. Well, Bob is the butterfly that flapped its wings and affected that guy's smile, right? That's MGI in the market. If someone just came down and sold that low, maybe because I'm even talking about it on YouTube, some sorry son of a you know what comes in and goes, man, he's saying the stops are under here. Why don't I short here? Okay, well, if you're short from here, looking for essentially that, what's your R factor? Maybe here? Where are you going to put your stop? That's 1R. That's 2R. That's 3R. What? All to catch that much? How stupid. This is not. Look, if you came in and you sold 20 lots here near the lows, you again allowed all these guys to de-risk into you. And now you're in pain. And the market maker knows you're in pain in a low liquidity environment where hardly a lot of traders are not trading. And they may have built a whole position that involves trading back up like this and all the way like that. Meanwhile, you're scalping looking for that much, risking, I don't know, God knows what. Are you moving your stop up? Right? I don't know. What if one of the, I don't know, what if there's war or something and you just get a wick to the upside? You lose your whole account over that? How stupid is that? Location, location, location. And how much you're risking. So now we have a double bottom, right? What if the market trades back up like that? You going to go long now? You going to go long right there? This is where game theory comes into play in the market. You going to go long right there? What's game theory? Game theory is figuring out what everybody else is thinking so that you can play against them. You guys ever heard of rule of 3? Rot? Bob goes, don't tell him! I won't, Bob.
No, man. Look, it'll just force me to up my game.
Yeah, that's right. Hold on, my daycare is emailing about or texting about my daughter. Hold on. Okay, cool. Anyway.
Also, I think part of game theory is taking the decent
Yeah, Jess.
reward as opposed to taking the best.
Sorry, Bob. Go ahead.
I was just saying game theory would also be about taking the decent high probability reward over the best one. Yeah.
Right. That's right, brother. Anyway, I think it's time to close this. Put these back on. Get rid of some of the YouTube. Go close some charts out. I think. Yeah, trading really is a balance of stuff, right? And then let's just zoom out, right? You see the whole ciabatta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look. I will say it's really interesting to have watched this in slow-mo today. This whole area, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Really, really interesting. So I'll tell you guys, the game theory this morning was we're going to bounce here. And the reason is because too many people were expecting this to fill. And all you had to do is find the confirmation here, and you could have taken this long back to up here. Not the very top, up here. Because nobody knows the future, right? But it's game theory. When you figure out what most people are thinking here, and then you see somebody coming in, and you know people are positioning for a break of that, you say like, it's just all game theory to trade well? Is that what you're telling me? No, it's following the story of what is too obvious for the vast majority of people. They say, oh, well, that doesn't fit with my delta theory of the market. Do you know a market can rally on negative delta?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen
Oh,
it a
sorry, you're not asking me.
bunch of times. You say, no, that's impossible. The market maker, if you have your DOM over here, right? He can, and this is pooling, stacking. The market maker can literally pull the order book, right? And then sell into your bids. So he pulls the order book. You're trying to cover. He's selling into you, all while building a position long. Why? Because there's more buyers than sellers, by far. But if the market maker's providing 80% of liquidity, he can just pull, and the market goes up while delta down here goes negative. And you think delta means everything. Well, you don't even understand the basics of market mechanics then. You don't even understand how the book is actually lifted and moved in a different spot because that market maker is co-located with the CME. They're also market making stocks, and they can pick up the whole order book and gradually shift it up. And it's negative delta and the market's going up. And you think everything is just about delta. How stupid. Right? So then somebody goes, well, then how do you do it, Mr. Know-it-all wise guy? You do it through contextual understanding of trap traders in the market. Well, that sounds too complicated. Well, welcome to real trading. That's just the way it is. If you think you're going to have some simple system that works every single day and you found it off the internet, it's probably only working under the condition that it was meant to be used for. But what the guy's not telling you is that what the guy is not telling you is that that thing he's using for maybe a week or two is only working in that kind of condition. That's it. So you say, oh, well, is that curve fitting? Only if he's back testing it like that. Some guys don't even know why what they're using is working under a certain kind of volatility condition or a certain kind of trending market. They don't even know. They just stumble upon it. It works for a week or two. They don't know the reason why. And this, guys, is why so many traders struggle in the market, because they have no idea what regime to use at the right time.
Yeah, and isn't that, oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
Super
the
important.
truth. If you've
Yeah.
traded for any number of years through different market conditions and tested what works under different conditions, you know what I'm telling you is the truth. It's 100% real. But that's not what people want to hear. Because what sells is, oh, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, well, you're going to say stupid for a long time. And look, if you found the thing that works under a bull market condition, then only trade a bull market. But don't try to trade a market with a bull market indicator, or you're going to get wrecked in a bear market. And the market can stay irrational, according to your analysis, longer than you can stay solvent. So you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to shed a tear and cry and give it up, sit on hands. But what are traders taught to do? Continually trade. What will a prop firm say? You got to trade at least a minimum $100 every single day. They're putting you on the hook for non-sitting on hands trading, even when you don't have a system that works for a different condition. Well, that's crap. But now you can't get your payout because you don't have a consistency thing going. What are you supposed to do? Sit on hands sometimes. Market gets too hard or too volatile to trade, and you're like the Fagawi Indians, right? Who sit around going, "Where the Fagawi? Where the Fagawi? Where the Fagawi?" Right? If you're the Fagawi Indians, you have no idea what's going on in high volatility, then guess what? You're going to get screwed out of your funded prop firm because you're just simply trying to meet a minimum rule. Sucks. Some of you got that joke, some of you didn't. Fagawi Indians. What a Fagawi. Anyway, if let's see, what was his name? Where was that guy? John Doe? Yeah, John Doe. If John Doe is here, I hope he appreciates that joke. We do a lot of that in the Discord. It's mainly joking.
He's more into bovine humor.
By the way, it's mainly, yeah, it's mainly joking, just a little bit of analysis, just so you guys know.
Open mic. Yeah,
that's right. Open mic. That's can't be the furthest thing. That's the furthest thing from the truth, right? Most of the time, it's like, all right, market's moving, shut the F up. Why? Because you do not want to waste your opportunities. You know, markets go from consolidation to expansion, right? It's right about the time. You guys want to know something? Right about the time the market compresses is about the time that you should be paying the most attention. Do you know that?
Yeah. And proactively analyzing.
Correct. What most traders do is right about here, they go, I'm done. See you later, guys. Do you know how much of trading is literally SOH, sitting on hands? You're waiting and waiting for the market to move. Why? Because market makers price in 2 standard deviations for options gamma and options and derivatives so that they're right 70% or 1 standard deviation or 68.2% of the time. The market is in consolidation followed by impulse. And if you're the guy that's looking to trade the markets like they're always in the 30% trending state, oh man, you are going to be disappointed and impatient almost all the time. The vast majority of trading. Yeah? Yep. Don't want to be that guy. So what? You either need to have a system for sideways and where to trade value and how to predict that system. Can you predict a bleeping bell curve, right? Say what? Why do I need to predict a bleeping bell curve? Because a bleeping bell curve happens 70% of the time. If you don't have a system that predicts that most of the time, you're screwed. Yeah. Anyway.
Hello.
Trading is boring. Oh! Yeah, baby. Have you come on to sing Sophia Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Twinkle,
Marvelin.
twinkle, little star.
Die Deutsche Man.
Yeah.
Bringing a
I don't know
burst of
this.
energy.
Can you please do that on your phone and send it to me as a Discord recording so I can download it for her? Is that possible? You can DM me, please.
Yeah, I have
Dude.
to get off though first. I
That's
make it
okay.
later, okay?
Later.
Yeah.
Please. Dude, she will be
Yes.
so happy. You know what she said yesterday the whole time? She goes, I don't hear it, Daddy. I don't hear it. She was like, she was doing, you know how she does her hands thing? She goes, I don't hear it, Daddy. It was so stinking cute, man.
Where is it? She's used to it from the iPad, huh? She's like,
yeah. Well, we threw
that
those
thing
things out.
sings.
We threw those things out yesterday, so yeah,
And
buddy.
how's it today?
Yeah.
Are they not awake now? Or
So
no?
yesterday, so here's one thing both of them typically do is they have their tablets before bed, and so they get that blue light in their eyes, and then they have a tough time going to bed. They both slept better
Yeah.
than normal last night. Now I don't know if that was because of something, right? Maybe they ate something better, or there's a
The
thousand
vanilla ice
things.
cream.
No, no, we didn't do that. Didn't do that. I was tempted though.
Yeah.
I had a devil on my shoulder yesterday. Get thee behind me, Satan.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
I'm just looking at stocks.
Oh, I see.
Just for a second, I had like a
Hmm.
moment, you know.
Yeah, me too. Hey, they
What's
make a
Amazon
move.
doing, man?
Amazon compressing right around PSV.
Has a gap, huh? Is it a gap?
Yeah, off T1, yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, all these things have earnings later this week, man. So it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You can't forget that, right? Everything's in like super chill mode, right?
Yep.
But
Compression before explosion.
Correct. Starting tomorrow, we got earnings. So all of this stuff is about to explode it's going to explode in a wonderful way for us volatility
In a
traders.
bukake manner.
So all the people
Waiting
on YouTube
for the third wave.
Hey, are you going to stream every day for us? I'm like, sorry. No, I'm not.
How was the rest of the stream?
Yeah, it was okay. It was
Yeah.
all right. It was good. There's some cool people. Also, one uncool person, but that's just the way it is.
Like
I
somebody who
already
wants to
blocked
fight.
them from the stream, and then as soon as they make a comment under the video, it takes me 1 second to remove that user from all comments. So I'm like, yay! So they have more frustration than I have. Ugh.
The MBO and ES is a little bit empty, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like that a lot of the day. But
Right,
you can see there's liquidity sitting up at kind of like up at gamma.
yeah.
But there's also a bracketed market maker doing
Yeah, I can see that he's like
yeah,
adding and taking.
it's a 10 tick. He's looking for sweeps essentially.
Yep.
Yep. So I don't know. It's a ish show today.
Range trading.
Yeah, range trading at its finest actually.
Not so bad.
If you're on sim or your
Yes.
prop funded account and you're not live in the market,
Yes.
it's a fabulous day. If it's not,
Yeah, it's so
then,
easy.
You're gonna get screwed over and over. There's actually, let me show you something.
Yeah, with size, it's just.
Here, I'll show you. Yeah. I'll put on market depth historical graph 10. Give me a sec here. It's gonna have to load. Just a quick second. Uno momento, por favor.
Por favor.
What'd be interesting is to trade Apex, or no, trade a real contract and then put your Apex on the stop of your.
Marvin already suggested this.
Yeah, game that.
Fuck,
shit.
dude, I'm like one step or
Yeah.
more than one step behind.
Yep.
The,
Yeah, like
So what do you-
3-4 months ago. Yeah, I think it was 3-4 months ago.
fuck,
I'm just.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Somebody
so
put size
slow.
on. I
Here,
can.
let me show you this real quick. Watch.
Can game that, you know. Your
Yeah,
risk is your
watch.
accounts that you lose to the stop loss.
Yeah.
You can arbitrage
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Dude, you're a genius over there, Marvin. Shit.
I didn't do it, you know, but
There's
the idea
there's
was
real
there.
risk to that, right? One has more risk than the other. Here, look. You see that right here, Marvin?
If you have slippage,
Look.
right?
Some dummy came in and sold right as I was talking on YouTube. He came in
Ah,
and
the
sold
historical drag.
20 something.
Ah.
Do you need a screenshot? I'll give you a screenshot. Here, hold on. Some idiot. Look. Oops.
There was
Right?
nothing in.
Yeah, I'll show you. So you could see it in real time. Some idiot came down and sold like 40 lots right into the
Yeah,
mask.
well,
He's sitting
was it
right
Mo?
there. And I was talking right on YouTube has, oh, what do you think? They're going to be stops under that lows? And they went and sold it right there. Allowed everybody to de-risk. It was awesome. Yeah.
It's actually cool to implement that in your homework.
Mm.
So, you know, people who got punished there.
Oh, I agree. Especially if
Yep.
you're watching the market, because market depth historical graph, it doesn't always tell you what happened in real time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because they weren't sitting there.
The
that whole
recording,
time.
maybe.
Well, if you make a note of it. So, for example,
Yeah.
if you say something like, I don't know, this was the zone, right? And then you just say, let's see it like this. 40. Right?
It reminds you of the scripted times, huh? Like, there's a whale buying that shit.
Yeah, right here. Look. Just put the note.
Rolled.
Yeah, just put the note right there.
Yeah.
Just like that. Well, then you remember, right? There's nothing quite like that.
Yeah.
Because if you saw the actual auction, you saw who actually sold there. You're like, oh, complete idiot, right?
Yep. Not like hedging. It was just like
correct. Yep. So it's super
Manual.
useful. This is why watching the market is not the same as recording the market later and having an indicator, because so I know what happened here because I saw it on the order book here. But there is no history of this big player moving down. That was a real-time observation. So my real-time observation of dummies is going to inform me. Now, this is the suck part of trading, is I don't watch the markets 24/7, so I have to rely on these indicators to the best of my ability. But there's never going to be as good trading as me looking 3 hours later in the during a live session where I say, I know what happened there and I marked it up on my chart and that guy was screwed. Ha ha. I can trade against him way better. But it also means if you've been sitting there for 3-4 hours without a break, nobody to talk to, overanalyzing, overtrading markets, you're likely to forget about it if you don't have a good notation of your chart. And if you're tired, you're going to lose track of that, obviously, right? So it's a few things. Notating, good notation, remembering what happened there. What's the overhead of the market, right? What's it doing on the larger trend? You know, last thing you want to do is take a precise counter trend scalp here when the market is built this much volume above and double balances down there. That's so stupid.
Yeah, it's always good to have like a bigger picture too, like
Yeah, man.
those small 50 volts sometimes.
Yep. Exactly.
Trading is really hard.
No, it's so easy. What are you talking about? You just keep it simple, stupid every single day. Yeah. Trade the exact same method for every single market, and you'll be a millionaire in no time. Don't you know?
Because you get like, this fake confidence that, you know what's coming. You can trade.
Yep.
Yeah, and but you then you already lost,
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like already.
It happens quick, especially after 4 or 5 wins in a row, and then the regime of the market switches on you, and you're like, "Hey, why did the market in 3 minutes go shing shing? I don't know. Could it be the MOC? I don't know. I just trade the same setup every single day. I don't know. Is it the close? I don't know. I'm just zoomed in on the market going, oh, up candle, down candle, up candle, down candle, up candle, down. That's so stupid. Not aware of anything. Earnings. Oh, Fed Chair Powell is speaking. Maybe that's why the NASDAQ moved 300 points. I don't trade the news yet. No, I only trade technicals. Oh, so you're not aware of anything? Well, since you put it like that, I guess I don't trade the news, but I stay out of the markets when there is news. But I don't trade the news. After that, it's just technicals. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if there's World War III, you're not going to trade the news. No, my technical trend line should hold because I have a bull flag and a pennant here, and I'm going to go long. Yeah. Okay. They just blew up Washington. Well, look, it's just a glitch in the system. It's this is a buyable dip in my technical system. Oh, you don't trade data? No, sir. I only keep it simple, stupid. I trade my technicals. Oh, okay.
Candle over candle.
Well, no, you're talking about an anomaly. That's a black swan event there, sir. Oh, yeah, so those don't happen every single day at certain times. I have no idea what you're talking about. Good. Stay uninformed forever, you idiot. Please. You are my liquidity in these situations. I thought you didn't trade the news. Oh, well, there's different types of news. Right? What do we do on earnings? There's a certain kind of setup for that. Yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Oh. But yeah.
How do they do it with all these quants? Those guys who,
they are
basically only math in a way, right?
They are building models. They're building models that take into account all of the data releases, which is why the order book thins during data releases.
I see.
That's your
they
confirmation.
Say, fuck
that. Absolutely. That's why you see pulling and stacking. It's gone. Right? The only people are left that have front row tickets to the game. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. A big lot sitting there that knows the future. He knows what J Powell's going to say. It ain't me. It ain't you. And if it ain't you and it ain't me, then might as well sit on hands. But, I want to make big money. Do you want to lose big money? If yes, continue. If no, get the F out of Dodge, baby. Sit on hands. But that's what traders don't, they aren't taught. They're taught by their prop trading firms. Oh no, trade every day, all the time. Why?
It's like going naked to war, like
Yep.
running through
Yep.
the, you know,
You know
the
what's
open
funny?
line.
You know what's funny is a lot of these prop firms, they go, trade every day all the time. But under all these different market conditions, if you make a trade that you can't justify what the strategy is, we're not going to pay you out.
Yeah, it's like super weird, man. They say like stuff that it's like I don't even know anymore. Like,
yeah, how is that not a contradiction of terms?
Yeah,
trade every day, but trade only a specific strategy. But the regime is different from day to day. Trade the same strategy.
Yeah, if you have like
guaranteed
80 different
failure.
setups, it's
Their
like
rules are guaranteeing you failure. How stupid.
Yeah.
But that's built into the system, and they know that, and they probably have stats that are associated with making rules like that so that they guarantee the vast majority of people are failing. That's the whole business model.
Yeah.
If you're all in sim, the only way they're getting income is because you keep resubscribing to these stupid accounts over and over and over and over. The business model relies on your failure. Duh.
I'm sure they make like discounts at like news days, so people buy more shit, and then they're like, they know.
I am sure of it, 100%. And if you keep switching the rules, getting people all excited about the new rules, then what?
Switch it.
Then it's so hard to keep track of because you have what? Built in old habits that you now have to overcome. Now you have to switch your whole trading style just for these idiots who just changed the rules. And then they go, hey, we improved the rules for you. Pat you on the butt. Good luck, buddy. And you're like, oh, those are better rules on at first impression. Boy, those rules are way better. I can DCA, but now it's 30%, but the trail drawdown's gone, but only use half the contract. You're now so convoluted in rules again that after you've developed all these other habits for passing an account, now poof, up in smoke. Start again, bitch. Terrible.
But I thought they were like, I don't know how long this space exists, but was it always like that? I don't even know. How old are these?
I don't know. I haven't been doing prop firms for very long, so I don't know.
Amazon breaks down from the. See that?
Yeah.
The Gappo.
Yeah. Where's double balance?
Double balance of the up.
To the down. Can you measure
of the upper consolidation?
Yeah, of the upper. Can you measure it as a double balance?
I think it might be a neckline.
All right, man. All right, Chris. Have a good one, buddy. Good job going to the gym and knowing when to stop, man. Because I'm just sitting here walking on a treadmill and just chatting my life away. But that's tough.
Yeah, double balance is at the neckline, the 111.12 kind of like taking the neckline.
111.12 again.
Yeah.
Okay, Harshul. What's that?
It's gonna be an ANL.
Yes, it is.
ANL.
I actually think we go half gap on Amazon.
Yeah, I think the same. Like a depressed right shoulder without the left shoulder. Kind of.
Yep, exactly. It's the most probable move.
Yeah.
But look at Apple to the tick today. You could not.
Yeah.
In a lazy look at here. Check this out. Chart in the chat.
Gag spot?
No. My custom study. Check it out.
A custom study.
Yeah, man.
Sivol.
Yeah,
you guys fixed Sivol, right? Bam told me that.
I've had it for a long time, brother.
Yeah, I know. I was not there. He told me he helped fixing gag spots. But I never changed the time. I think it was something with the times, right?
No. It had to do with having the right data feed on. So we assumed that having a data feed with delay would not matter, but it does matter for these specific symbols.
You didn't have the subscription anymore, what?
Yeah, I do again, so it just doesn't matter. John Doe says, "Do you want to get a blah, blah, blah. How many steps do you get in a day?" John, I go by miles. I do about 35 miles a week on an indoor treadmill. So I don't know, whatever that is.
Are you still streaming?
I am. You're on the stream.
Okay, shit.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Was I singing Twinkle Little
Yes,
Star?
it's recorded. I'm gonna find that. So the only marker I'm going to have in that whole video, I'm gonna leave it up, is going to be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for Sophia, and I'm gonna go right to it on the TV later. See, this is Gorilla Marvin. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. John Doe, I am at 11.74. John Doe, I'm at 11.74 miles. I'm at 11.74 miles for this week. So today's Monday. I got 2 of those miles in yesterday doing my homework. So maybe 2 miles. So I'm at like 9 miles today. Now, in terms of steps, and I'm doing 2.2 miles per hour. It says 6,642 steps, right? I don't know if... So it only has 4 digits. I don't know. Might be more than that. Beautiful. Yeah, I think it's good. I've built up to this. I also do a little hike by the lake. Usually it's like a 2.5 mile loop. So I live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So I'm really close to the lake. So I end up hiking a little 2 mile loop right by the lake almost every day. So I do a little bit more than that. I just think it's important to get out and see sunlight, a little bit of fresh air. Because, 5, 6, 7 miles on a treadmill indoors, even though I have a window, it's just not good. Too many screens all day. It's too hard. I start feeling like a crazy person every day. Sucks.
Feel like that regardless of my environment.
Sometimes, man. Look, trading is a grind. It's why you need to take breaks throughout the day,
Yeah.
If you don't mix it up, then it's hard,
Yeah.
You gotta take breaks to keep your sanity. You can do that sometimes with your trading buddies, but then when the market starts really moving, you all have to agree very quickly to say, game on, let's go, right? And then everyone gets on they get on the straight and narrow, and then you start trading it. I'll tell you what, every single day I want to trade the close because of the movement, but ain't gonna do it.
It's a close now. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's 1 minute away. We got Settlemente development in 20 seconds.
Germany, you switch times on the weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Harshul got me on YouTube today. He was like, "I'm watching this guy, Mike. He's hilarious." And I'm like, I don't want to do it. Let's just talk markets. He's like, "You got to see this." I'm like, "Okay." And then we saw him and like, "Oh, this is too painful." It's like he's trading every location wrong, stopping out. Like every single one blew up his account. I'm like, "What?" I just get too frustrated, So he's like, I'm like, "Should I do YouTube?" "Do it, Mike." So I do it, and then he leaves. I'm like, jeez. But you know what? It's for the best because he's in India, so it's like, he's been trading 16 hours today or something like that. So He needs to go
How are
take
the
rest.
Indian markets these days? Are they volatile because of the election in America?
I don't know. He's not telling me. Probably.
not.
We don't have time to talk about Indian markets. He asked me a while ago, are you going to be able to trade Indian markets with me, like early mornings? And I said, let me see, and I couldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Is he feeling the regime change there?
I don't know. He's not telling me right now. We were just talking about American markets. I don't know. He does a good job about not talking about all the Indian stocks because he says like you would get overwhelmed with questions. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, howdy ho. Ooh, howdy ho. Ooh, howdy. Is there any earnings today or no? I don't think so. No.
Check earnings.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, there's probably some earnings, but
check.
Oh, Bob. Jeez. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, look at Bob. Is that like an old screenshot?
No, this is this video at 29 or 23:57. I'll put it in the chat.
Bob. That is painful. Are you short there or are you long?
No, this guy's longing.
Oh, that's not you. I thought it was.
No.
I was like, okay, Bob.
Look at that stop loss, baby. Is that his stop at the bottom?
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, holy cow. So if you're invalidated there, does that make any sense?
Yeah, just the whole thing. If I
it doesn't actually make sense.
No.
Is it a fair value gap?
I don't even know.
No, it's not that kind of thing. It's
Let's avoid saying his name, okay? Because
sorry.
Yeah. Thank you for that,
fair
Bob.
value gap.
Yeah.
Something, no.
No.
No, I think to be honest with you, DYP, dipping my toe into the other side was good enough these past few times. But when you guys do this again, I'll probably just bow out and focus on studying. Because
I think it's great, man.
Much. I mean, it is, but
it's like hold not so many runners because people have their stops there. So
yeah,
that thing gonna retrace like a fucker.
yeah, that's true.
They all have their stops at the same place, man.
They do. The best long on everybody else's stops.
Yeah.
Jess, he is. Yes, he is a superhuman. He is a guy in our group that's been here. He's been with me since the very beginning. Like I don't know, 2.5, almost 3 years now, maybe. And he is single, and he is just a boss now. So he trades Indian markets all day, and then because of the time, he comes and joins in the group, and then he trades usually 3 to 5 hours. So he's been trading Indian markets all day, but sometimes he'll trade all the way into the close, which is like 2:30 or 2 a.m. his time or something, right? Something like that. Yeah. So bit of a superhuman, but also bit of a degen for trading. Opportunity cost. Like, I don't know if this is gonna last forever. I might as well keep trading. And then he goes to Thailand and loses his mind every once in a while. Yeah, that's right. It's true. I love you. I love you. I love you, my head and shoulders man. Yeah. My, what is going on? They're like sending me gazillion messages. Ah, I see. The daycare is like Daycare is like saying, if you do not want your child to have McDonald's, please let us know. So you have an opt out. Otherwise, you're opted in.
That's gonna be sad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alec, Bam put earnings up in stocks as well. That's a really nice calendar, by the way. Thank you for sharing that. And that's filtered over 100 billion for market cap. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's right, Mike. Yep.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is it good? Is it like accurate so far that I've never seen this one before.
You know, I just come across it. I used to I had a subscription to Finviz, which I loved, but I canceled it. Let me actually check on the Viz.
Earnings Whisper is good, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the calendar is nice too, like a screenshot, right?
It's not clean. The one you have is very clean. Earnings Hub. I'll check it out.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
I love it. Do you subscribe?
No, this is free version. See that where it says that filter 100 billion?
Yeah.
You can customize it, but you have to have a subscription.
Oh.
You know, all I need is just to know the big hitters.
Oh, this is so nice.
That Microsoft guy is invested in that CAT.
This is nice.
Isn't he like a big?
Huh. Market cap greater than 10 billion.
Yeah, it's on the same day, huh?
100 billion. What's that? What?
The guy from Microsoft, he's invested in that. What is it?
I don't know. Like if we're talking about insiders, you just got to look at Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. Whatever her husband does, copy it. That's the ultimate indicator. Too bad you can't trade that guy in real time. Or as soon as he, had a real time indicator, counter trade it. Ooh, baby. Because everybody would be thinking the same thing. Or it's a little bit like RSI, right? Yeah? Works for a little bit of continuation. Oh, man. Marvelin, why can't you?
Oh, my mic was cut off.
Yeah.
I was talking the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that weird? Did you see that weird video of him? Was it him?
Who?
Of the Pelosi husband?
No, I haven't seen it. Link me.
I think there was a guy. Wasn't it? Was it him? Like they were at his home, but the guy wanted to kill him or some stuff, and he had this drink in his hand. Was it that video?
Yeah, Marvin, that was weird.
That was super weird, man.
It seemed like he
that
let
was
him
the
inside
weirdest
the house.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a burglar, and the guy had like a hammer, and he had his drink in his hand, the Pelosi guy, and he was laughing, the Pelosi guy, but the guy then took the hammer, wanted to kill him or something. Like that was super fucked up. That was like, I don't know. They look like robots.
Like you said, Mike, the earnings whispers actually is, I think, the best calendar. I'm just putting it in there.
You actually think so?
It provides such a